Welcome back for a new video. I want to talk to you today about my relationship to extroverted thinking. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I was feeling very inspired. Just the other day, I was sitting in my orientation class, and I kept thinking to myself, my goodness, I have all these things I need to get done. It's very overwhelming for an INFP. It's overwhelming for I think anyone in general to understand that there's all these little things that I need to plan and then get done, and then just a side note, I actually no longer have a vehicle I can access because I got into a little accident. Not my fault, thank goodness, but I got into this little accident, so now I'm having to deal with getting a rental and then possibly getting a new car because my car is so old. So like all these very, practical responsibilities are being thrust upon me, organizing for study and then really just acclimating to the newness of things. But it's been crazy, but I was feeling really well in lecture, and the point that I want to bring is that I was feeling well, I was feeling inspired, and I wrote something down. It came to me. I was very much inspired, and what's interesting is there's a pattern here. So in the past, when I felt inspired, I've had similar thoughts, I've had similar ideas come to mind. So I wrote, attach yourself loosely to an outcome. Do not allow future outcomes to rule the whole importance of the subjective experience. So here I am, understanding how to manage, trying to understand how to manage the external world, which is very much extroverted thinking. But I'm not reacting as much as I'm expressing the importance of my inner subjective world. And obviously they work together, and you can't have one without the other, right? I just thought that was an interesting idea. I want to know, can you guys relate to that idea? It seems that I've also thought about this in the context of human limitations. So you might think to yourself, well, I could possibly do A, B, C, or D. So you've got all these possible things that you could do. But when you actually start to do anything, there's a very real restriction on you. It's called probably the restriction of your humanity, as well as moral and ethical dilemmas that arise as you navigate the world. You have very important decisions to make related to your relationships, your health, your school. You've got these very important decisions to make. And I think as an INFP, I'm driving with introverted feeling. I'm driving with it, and no matter what, it needs to be my harbor of safety. It's who I am. It's my gift to the world. And likewise, depending on what you have to offer, depending on your temperament. And it's just interesting to see this relationship between managing the external world and then just defending the subjective experience, the awareness, this oftentimes psychological pain and suffering of the individual. That seems to be what always comes into my mind as so important, as so valuable, as the thing that needs to be defended more. It seems that I have a strong conviction. So yeah, I want to make a video about that. I want to know if you can relate to that. Have you ever had a lot of practical things thrust upon you, and you're trying to juggle them and manage them, and you're kind of doing it, but then you take a step back and you steep your tea, and you're there and you're contemplating and you're reflecting, and that is the way of being that I guess my ego or my persona, who I am, wants. That's what I desire. I desire to manage the world just enough to contemplate what is good in the world, what is just in the world, what is worthy of higher, more probably spiritual or religious ideas. That's home for me. Home is in knowing what is good, but going deeper, like living it, living it and having the way I'm living reflect the deepest parts of me, and then obviously bringing that to people. So if you can relate, let me know with a comment. If you like the video, and if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I'll reflect on all sorts of things. You'll probably see this pattern again. It's highly likely you will. And of course I'm in school, so I'm very busy, so wish me luck, please. A lot going on. Take care. Bye.